Okay, so I started the recording. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you are not driving, get up. Oh, okay, sorry, I'm having to admit everyone. I'm not sure why it enabled a waiting room, so I have it open. I'll admit people as they come on. Okay, so if you are not driving or at work and can shake your booty, shake it out, get some energy going. I'm a sweaty mess. I just got off my bike and ran my son to school. So today, big things happening. Thank you, Bree, for posting. Gotta let Tony in. Dollar Keto Club is back. So perfect opportunity to be reaching out to those people who are super loving their ketones. I did notice the brand builder packs are 40% off with that Dollar Keto Club. That is huge, y'all. Huge. Hold on a sec. All right. Okay. So talking about new flavor drops. I love doing this, and there are lots of different ways to do it. I'm going to explain to you my biggest way that I do it, and then I'm going to tap into a little bit about how, hold on a sec. Elizabeth's having trouble getting in. I know we're, like I said, guys, I'm still playing around with my,
Can I just say, are you using a different, different Zoom than yesterday? Because that may be where they...
I think so, but it's because I'm trying to, my recording, I put it in as a recurring meeting like I have for my workouts, and it changed something and then it went away this morning, so I had to reschedule it.
Yeah, because it's shown up as a new, I had the number recorded and it's shown up as a new one. So I was in on, Elizabeth and I were in on the other one.
Yeah, so
all right, all good. And just before you start, okay, so I've got it. Just before you start, I don't know if you saw, we posted on the IG about 15 minutes ago, summer flavor. So perfect timing on this.
Oh, great.
New flavor drop. We don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. They just they're teasing it.
Yep.
Okay. So a couple of things. When we don't happen to know what the flavor is coming, sometimes it's a little more difficult. And so I'm going to train you on 2 different ways to do this. So recently we just had the summer flavors and the spring flavors, and we knew those were coming. Like we knew about hibiscus lemonade, or like they teased the 3 flavors and then everybody kind of figured out the names, right? I knew it was like elderflower something. I figured out orange blossom. So you always want to be watching, prove it's, IGs or their Facebook when they're teasing this stuff, okay? The cool thing about that one is I was able to jump ahead, right? So you start messaging. It's really good customer service for your current customers to reach out and go, hey, I know you love your ketones. We have this, and at this point with the spring ones, I was like, hey, so we have these 3 new amazing spring flavors coming out. This, and this. I named them off. Let me know. And this is for my people who I always reach out to. So they're kind of expecting this, but you could be starting with brand new customers and you say, or customers who are just getting started and saying, hey, we have some new flavors coming out that I'm really excited about. And it's always fun. It's always fun to try new flavors. Let me know if I can get you hooked up with it. I use 3 and 5. Okay. So I use it. Do you want to grab a 3 or 5 pack from me to give it a try? And you can even put the price in right away. There's lots of different ways to word this. I can kind of give you an idea of how I did like sweet tea lemonade. We knew sweet tea lemonade was coming out. And in fact, I will show you, right? I'll tell you right now, this is what I said for sweet tea lemonade. And this is my talk. So this is my speak. You're going to have to change it to like yo bro or however you talk. But a lot of my customers are my ladies, okay? And I'm like, hey, lovely lady. And yes, you can use their name to make it more personal. But then if you're going to copy paste and try to get a bunch out at one time, use something that's still going to speak to people. We have a new flavor coming out soon called Sweet Tea Lemonade. And as always, because this is again to some of the people that I've been doing this to for a long time, as always, I'm taking pre-sale orders for trial packs for everyone who wants to try it. So let me know, or so I know how many boxes to grab. Let me know if you want to grab a 3 or 5 pack, and they will be 24 or 40. And then, and that's it. So, and you can do your own prices. I'm going to tap into that in a second. A lot of times I give some of my like VIP, my Smart Ship customers, I do it for more of like 35. I do 18 and 35. I give them kind of my cost because now we're getting new flavors at 22% off. because it's to me, it's a customer service thing, because I'm still getting my money back, but I'm not necessarily making any money. However, I changed that with this sweet tea lemonade. All right, Elizabeth's coming in. I changed that with the sweet tea lemonade due to a hack that we got during Level Up. And Mandy Mitchell doesn't pre-sell. She likes to, what she calls is sell 3, yours is free. So if a new flavor comes out, obviously she buys a whole lot more than 4 boxes, but typically your max is 4 boxes. So you can also just buy 4 boxes. You're going to sell 3 of those at that full price of what like the packets would be. And it ends up making yours free because we're getting them at 22% off. Okay. So it's a super smart way to invest in your business. However, I've always been doing this pre-sale thing for a lot of different reasons. One, maybe you don't have like all the money to buy 4, 5, 6 boxes up front. And we do this with brand builder packs. Let me just tell you this right now. Dollar Keto Club just came back. We've coached promoters to start promoting, doing their curiosity posts, start taking money and pre-selling their 5 and 10 days or their 10 days. And they're going to get the money to pay for their brand builder pack. The same thing happens with flavors. So I sent this out for sweet tea lemonade and I start making a list. Boom, Peggy wants 5, Cassie wants 3, Jessica wants 5. And then everybody starts Venmoing me. So now I have the money, okay? Or PayPal or whatever it is that you use. You have the money in advance if you know that it's coming out in advance, okay? And you're getting, here's the biggest thing, guys. Number 1, don't forget to buy it on your secondary account. Hopefully you all have a secondary account. We will be training on that on another day of when you first become a promoter. Make sure your promoters always have a secondary account. Whether it's your own secondary customer account, I use my husband's. You can use your spouse's, you can use your child's or whoever else that you have that you're gonna have access to. So I buy those new flavors, this is key, on his account, okay? Because not only I'm getting commission off of it, I'm getting volume off of it, but the product's coming to me and then I get to package it up and I can either mail it out or I drive around a lot in San Diego, so I just drop everything off to a lot of my local people here, okay? So it's customer service. You're getting a new flavor in somebody's mouth so that the next time it drops, you're like, hey, so I know you absolutely love, like, I mean, come on, guys, like we're all waiting for hibiscus lemonade to come back, right? Like I didn't even get it the second 2 times. Okay, it sold out so fast. I have people waiting. I have a list ready that as soon as that drops, I'm gonna be like, it's back, 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 go. Because now they know they love it. Because a lot of people will not invest, other than I have this one customer who literally buys every single flavor and every single product that comes out, even though she even has all the cream and she doesn't even drink coffee, okay? I love her. However, now you have people, most people will not buy a box of a flavor unless it truly, truly speaks to them in the name, right? Like some people are probably crazy over sweet tea lemonade because the sweet tea is their thing. They're from the South, or because I know it's a Southern thing. I'm not a big sweet tea fan. It does sound good and mine came today. I'm super excited to try it. However, now they know they love it and they're ready to buy it because most will not drop the money on a full box, especially since we normally have to buy 2 to get the Smart Ship discount, right? To just try it. So it's a customer service fact, or it's a customer service point of being able to get new. It's also a way to stay in contact with your customers and create new conversations. Hey, I've got this new flavor coming, super excited. That might catch somebody's attention. If somebody's been kind of sneaking around, peeking at your stuff, liking your posts, hey, you know what? We have this really cool new flavor coming out. I'd love to know if you'd like to try it. And maybe sweet tea lemonade speaks to them outside of grabbing a challenge kit. And they go, yeah, I'll take a 3-pack of that. Now, again, you could be grabbing a new customer because you've now offered up a new flavor that they would not have access to. So these are huge. And then I keep track, make sure you don't just keep track. I have lists. I have it in my notes in my phone now. So I have hibiscus lemonade trials, sweet tea lemonade trials. So I can search for them and I have all my people. When they pay me, I'm just going to give you some of my little hacks. When they pay me, I use the actual like dollar symbol in my emojis because it stands out. So now I know they've paid. Then I use the little green box with the check mark when I know I've gotten it to them. Because like when hibiscus lemonade came, they were going all over the place. So if I got them in the mail, great, check mark. That person's got their trial pack. So it's a good way to stay in contact, continue to have new conversations, but also be providing customer service and stay in contact with your current customers. Because, hey, we got a new flavor coming. Hey, would you like to try it? Hey, where are you at? How are you feeling? Right? Sometimes we need to have that reason to reach out. I mean, not always, but it's nice to be able to say that. And it's just, hey, would you like to try? Some people go, oh, you know, that flavor just doesn't really speak to me. All right, cool. I'll let you know when the next one comes out. But then there's a lot of people who love, it's a fun thing for them to do. They love to try new flavors. But again, don't forget to buy it on your secondary account. And here's another hack, because this has happened to me, and I know it's happened to Tony, because he doesn't put his mask on first. Trying to remember what flavor it was. I don't even remember what flavor it was, but I literally standing at this desk, my stand-up desk in my room, and a flavor came out, and a lot of times we don't know what it is, right? So we don't know what it is, so you don't really know how to pre-sell it, but then it drops. And a lot of times when flavors have dropped, we have a couple days. So immediately a flavor drops and I just start messaging, especially, I always message my people first that I know like flavors, not like to try them, right? I get to them first because they're normally going to be my yeses. Then I start reaching out to everyone else to see how big I'm going to get that list, so I know how many boxes to buy to fill it all. And I try to buy a little extra. Don't just barely fill it. Buy extra for yourself, so then you're going to be able to offer those up in your stories as, hey, I have this brand new flavor and I only have, 10 trial packs left. I only have 5 trial packs left. I do this all the time. I'm only going to have a little bit of sweet tea lemonade left over. And there's been times where I literally only had 1 packet left for myself. That was hibiscus lemonade, and I'm very mad, and I'm still hoarding it, just so y'all know. I have 1 packet left, and I'm hoarding it until it comes back. I will not drink it. So, however, if you haven't necessarily pre-sold because you know the flavors, like the spring flavors, I said, hey, we have 3 new spring flavors coming out. They are A, B, and C. Some people are like, yeah, I want 3 and 3 of those, but they didn't want orange blossom for some reason. Or they wanted 5, 5, and 5. They wanted 3, I just took the list down, right? But we knew the flavors coming out. We all kind of figured it out. If a flavor drops, which sounds like we're possibly going to get one and we don't know the flavor, first of all, this is an investment in your business, okay? Get the new flavor so you can explain it. Get the new flavor. You can throw it in your trial packs, right? Because it's going to be this cool little extra that, like, oh, what's this? Well, you got to try something that nobody else really got, right? Because it was a limited flavor. I do that as well. Don't wait, because there was a day where I sat here and I was messaging everybody and I'm like, okay, everybody wants to try this flavor. Oh, what flavor was it? I'm trying. Anyways, and I went to go buy, and they were gone. I already had people who had Venmo'd me. I needed at least 2 boxes, at least, just to fill the orders that I had just gotten in like 20, 30 minutes. And I was like, oh, dear God, what am I going to do? I'm either going to have to refund all these people this money. They're going to be disappointed. I don't want to disappoint my people. So I've learned my lesson, because literally the next time a flavor came out, like 3 weeks later, my husband was just like, just buy them. You'll sell them later. I'm like, okay. So you just buy the boxes and sell them later, okay? But especially now, because when we used to get new flavors, for all y'all who are new, when we used to get new flavors, because it's only been about 6 months now that the new flavors were getting the 22% off. Any other time I've been in here in this space for like about a little over 3 years now, all new flavors were always full price for everyone. There was never a discount. So I was definitely selling those trial packs at full price. But be smart, make the money off of them. Or like I say, you buy 4, you sell 3, yours is free. Keep a box for yourself, sell the other 3 because you're selling them at that full price cost for those trial packs. You can do it in 2s, 4s, however. I just do 3 and 5 because it's what works for me. Every now and then somebody will just say, can I have 2? I'm sure, I don't care. But I just say 3 and 5 because it makes it easy for me. Especially because a lot of people take the 5 and you only have 4 people. You only need 4 people who take 5 to sell a whole box. How easy is that? People love to try new flavors. So reach out to your people who love ketones first, because you know they love to try new flavors, but they're probably not going to buy a whole box. Then start reaching out to some of those. I use it as a reach out to maybe not all those people who are on Smart Ship and drinking them all the time, because it reignites them. Hey, we've got some new flavors you haven't tried. And here's a second pro tip. When you've gotten some new flavors in and maybe you haven't talked to some of those people who aren't on Smart Ship, because we all have them, I will circle back around to them and say, hey, we've had a lot of really great flavors come out. I would love to know if you want to get hooked up with like a 5 or 10 day to try a bunch of the new flavors you've missed. There's a lot of people like, oh, well, what's come out? I want to know. And then they start drinking ketones again because they say yes. And they're like, oh, well, I forgot how good I feel. And then they go back on Smart Ship. So a couple little hacks there. So if you can, by all means, it's an investment. Buy the boxes, sell them later. Do not miss out. I was very fortunate that time. There are a lot of people that I'm connected to here in San Diego that I'm not financially connected to. And I started messaging everyone. I was like, who has an extra box? Who has an extra half a box? Who has anything that they can sell me? And I was fortunate enough, I was able to grab a box from one person and another box from another person to fill my orders, but I did not get any for myself, okay? So I will not make that mistake again. So in that instance, when you're talking about investing in your business, if you are, I'm going to kind of go into something we got from Level Up, and I'm only going to go into a little tiny part of it because it so much plays into the selling of the pre-selling of flavors or having those flavors, is make sure that when you buy ketones, like if they're for yourself, great. But if you're buying ketones for your business, let them be for your business. And when you're selling those trial packs, put that money aside so that you can reinvest it back into your business, into either another, mini or max brand builder pack, but keep the profit that you made, put the rest of it back into your business and keep reinvesting that same initial investment. If you can do that. If you've fallen off from that, get back to it. Start selling your trial packs, keep your profit, take that, the money that you got that replaces what you bought, and reinvest it. Put a little bit aside for those new flavors, right? So it's just a really great way to stay connected, bring good customer service, have more fun. Everybody, we all love to try new flavors. So do our customers. It makes it fun. So I haven't seen that thing on IG today, but if I do, I'm going to be like, okay, hey, we got a new flavor coming. I have no idea what it is. You can even just tell them. Some people will just say yes, even without a flavor name. Either way, be ready for it. Get your list ready. Who are you going to reach out to? And as soon as that flavor drops, you grab some and then you start pre-selling. It's a super fun way to, like I said, it grows my business every single time. It bumps up my volume. It bumps up your commission if you want to talk business, okay? Because you're buying it on that secondary account, but it's keeping you in communication with your community at all times. And then again, using your stories, you can even use it as a post. I know Mandy Mitchell does it all the time, even as posts, but she does it in her stories where, I know they buy like 10, 12, 20 boxes, but she'll put like a 5-pack of sweet tea lemonade. It was in her stories yesterday. And it says, brand new flavor. I have, 15 packs available. It doesn't matter. You could say I have 5 packs available, and a couple more slides in her stories. That 5, she'll scratch it out. And now there'll be, for her 15, now it's 10 available. Now it's 4 available. That creates urgency too. People see that and they're like, oh my gosh, like I better jump on that. I'm not going to get that flavor. You could even do that in a post. You could even do it in a live. If you're going live this week, like you should be. I'm going live today. I'm probably going to need some support because it's not on the most fun subject, but it's something that needs to be talked about. So that's really what I have. I want to open up if anybody has questions on how I possibly reach out or anything that's come up from anything that I've said. So you can either pop it into the chat or raise your, I'm going to open up the chat now. Okay. So Elizabeth says it tastes like twisted tea. Yeah, I've heard somebody say it tastes like lemon Lipton, like lemon Lipton iced tea or sweet tea. So, I've never been a big tea fan, but I'm going to probably shake it up today but before I got to, and it's also an energy creator for you. Those boxes come in, I lay out my mailers, and then I lay out my cellophane. I put my little 3 and 5 days or my 10 days in these kind of like party bags. They're clear party bags with twist ties because that's just how I deliver them. And that's what I've done from the beginning. It's creating that energy of laying the product out and giving it the energy that it's going out to people and they're going to love it and they're going to want to buy more ketones and they're going to feel better and they're going to be better and they're going to share it more. So it's creating that energy every time a flavor drops to be able to go, yay, I get more ketones into more people's mouths, and it's super fun because they like to try new flavors. So, all right, any questions? We want to just dance it out? Dance it out, Wednesday wiggle. All right, well, that's pretty much all I have for you. Just, you know, stay in contact.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
So if you guys, and it's pertaining to Mandy Mitchell, and I can't remember where she said this. It may have been a CLC, it may have been something. And she was talking about investing in your business, and you know how you'd never have to pay for product, even when it's a flavor drop. So she buys Max Pack, brand builder Max, $1,000. Resells it on as 5 or 10 days, gets like $1,400-1,500 back. Reinvests $1,000 in the next Max Pack, but that $500 she gets back is what she spends on the flavor drops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the training she gave in Level Up. I have all of those notes.
So that was Level Up. So if you haven't seen it already, that $1,000 Max Pack is now till the end of the month $780. That's huge.
Yeah, it's 40% off.
And the Dollar Keto Club, that's not a big thing in itself, but that's huge. So essentially, anyone starting now is doubling their money on 10 days. So really leverage that one. And again, it's just about investing in your business, and now's ideal. And we've got that run till the end of the month. And
they get an extra $150 bonus when they add 3 new customers by the end of June. I'm like, that's like so long to get 3 customers.
So yeah, there's a bunch of bonuses there, but that's a little baby step towards MVP. So, all right, that's me. I'll shut up.
All right, anybody else have questions? I don't see any popping into the chat. I don't see anybody unmuting themselves. If anything comes up when you're trying to start to reach out to people, message me. I'm available. I'm going to be working this, working the new brand builder pack and possibly this new flavor drop today. And I'm packing up my sweet tea lemonades to get them out to everyone. So energy, energy, energy. I don't know where everybody's at, but I am less than 300 away from multiplier. So come at me. Come at me. I'm running hard. Let's go. Love you guys. Have a great day.